Welcome to Asia 7 Days. I'm Kojima in Tokyo. Today we'll focus on Iran's presidential election. The turmoil over the legitimacy of Iran's presidential election continues. Security forces have tightened control over the protest, but reformers say they are determined to continue fighting and seeking a fresh election. Our reporter Naeim Karimi in Tehran reports on this week's developments.
This week, calm gradually returned to the streets of Iran. With the number of protests dwindling, it seems that the government's heavy-handed response has convinced the demonstrators that chances of an immediate toppling of the regime or changing the outcome of the elections is remote. Many of Mir Hossein Mousavi's close aides and allies were sent to jail.
در همین قضایای جاری هم بنده مصر بودم و هستم و خواهم بود بر اجرای قانون. نه نظام و نه این مردم به هیچ قیمتی زیر بار زور نخواهند رفت.
In a speech addressed to lawmakers on Wednesday, Khamenei again stressed the legitimacy of the recent vote in which President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad won re-election. In response, Mousavi issued a statement on Thursday saying that he will never surrender to such pressure. Mousavi called on his supporters to continue non-violent protests. The international community has continued to voice its concerns. On Friday, U.S. President Barack Obama and German Chancellor Angela Merkel presented a united front against Iran, condemning its crackdown on protesters.
The rights of the Iranian people to assemble, to speak freely, to have their voices heard, those are universal aspirations.
Merkel said the international community had witnessed horrifying scenes of Iranian security forces clashing with demonstrators.
Das werden wir auch nicht vergessen. Ich will auch noch einmal deutlich machen, dass wir auch alles daran setzen werden, herauszufinden, welche Opfer es gibt und wie mit den Demonstranten umgegangen wird. In einer modernen Zeit im 21. Jahrhundert darf der Iran nicht damit rechnen, dass er dies tun kann, ohne dass die Weltgemeinschaft genau darauf achtet, welche Personen betroffen sind.
Ahmadinejad fired back, saying President Obama's remarks are interfering with Iran's domestic affairs.
اوباما تعجبه او چرا وارد شد او که گفت ما میخوام تغییرات بدیم او چرا دخالت کرد او چرا اظهار نظر خارج از قاعده خارج از عرف و خارج از ادب کرد.
In the meantime, conservative leaders appear divided over the handling of the election and the protests that followed. Some have voiced their warnings to the administration of President Ahmadinejad. Iranian media outlets have reported some conservative leaders have criticized the use of violence against protesters. We are not yet seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Naeim, NHK World, Tehran.